You're not lazy. You never were. You're actually wired to fail consistently. And if you're ambitious, it's even worse. Because people like you don't struggle to start. You struggle to stay. You're someone who sets big goals, who gets fired up, who goes all in. And that's exactly the problem. Because no matter how driven you are, you keep hitting the same wall. You start strong. You're locked in. You feel unstoppable. And then, somewhere around week 2 or week 3, it just stops. Not because life got in the way, not because you got lazy, but for a reason nobody talks about. And the worst part, the more ambitious you are, the harder this hits. Average people quit because they don't care enough. You quit even when you care deeply. And that gap between how much you wanted and how you actually show up starts to feel like a character flaw, like something is fundamentally broken in you. It's not, but what's happening in your brain is something most people never understand. Think about the last time you started something. A new goal, a new routine, a new version of yourself. Remember that feeling? The clarity, the energy, the hunger. You didn't need motivation. It just flowed. Then something shifted. The excitement faded. The routine started feeling like a chore. And one missed day became 2. 2 became a week. And just like that, you were back at 0, telling yourself you'll restart Monday. Here's what science actually says about that. Dopamine, the chemical that drives motivation, focus, and ambition, doesn't peak when you achieve something. It peaks when you're chasing something new. The pursuit, the possibility, the unknown. That's what floods a high achiever's brain, not the routine, the conquest. So when a novelty wears off and the goal starts to feel familiar, your brain doesn't just get bored. It pulls its fuel. What felt electric in week 1 feels empty by week 3. Not because the goal stopped mattering, because your brain already moved on. This isn't a flaw. It's actually how high-achieving brains are built. Neuroscience shows that driven, ambitious people have dopamine systems that are highly sensitive to novelty, to challenge, to exploration. It's the same wiring that makes you dangerous. When you're locked onto something new, the same wiring that makes people like you capable of things most people aren't. But that same brain was never designed for maintenance. It was designed for conquest. So every time a goal becomes routine, your brain signals, "We've mastered this. Time to move on." And you feel it as a loss of drive, as laziness, as failure, when really, it's just your brain doing exactly what it was built to do. So how do you beat it? You don't fight your brain. You use it. The key is to keep injecting novelty into the same commitment. Change the variable, not the goal. Track a new metric. Increase the challenge. Set a shorter deadline. Make the familiar feel like a new conquest, because your brain doesn't need a new goal. It needs a new target to hunt. Give it one, and that same drive that burned out comes back. Consistency was never about willpower, not for people like you. It's about understanding how your mind actually works and building around it, not against it. The most consistent high achievers aren't the ones who force themselves through the boredom. They're the ones who learned to make the ordinary feel like a challenge worth hunting. Most people will hear this and still go back to the same cycle, starting over, burning out, starting over again. But if you understand your own wiring, you stop fighting yourself. and you start working with the brain that was always capable of more. That's what this channel is about. Not just motivation, understanding yourself at a deeper level and raising the standard from there. The inner standard.